All right, guys, we got a special treat here. We're here with Justin Spidey Jew. You've seen him in the chat. We're going to talk about what I consider one of the biggest deals of the show. I've been telling you guys in my Instagram post. I've been telling you guys on my live that I did last night. Marvel is for me, it's the talk of the show. Now, nobody else has Marvel here, right? But everybody has heard about these record-breaking sales on Golden.
Yeah.
Okay. So that, let me tell you, Dallas was not ready when I bring out all my PMGs. Everybody that's been walking by my table has been stopping and asking me about these PMGs. So that's what I mean when I say that this is the talk of the show. Nobody else has it here, but everybody has heard about it and everybody's interested and they want to know where they can get these cards. But the thing about PMGs or Marvel cards or hot Marvel inserts is you can't get them. You can't get them right now. So this is the man. This is the guy that taught me about Marvel cards. He turned me onto it, and I'm gonna ask you about the big deal that you just did here. Tell me about that.
Well, so there was a guy who actually picked up a really big PMG. So 2013 is the year, retro PMGs. Spider-Man is the character. And he picked up a red SGC 8.5 Spider-Man. And he picked it up on the way here to flip it here. So I knew he was not leaving without selling it.
Yeah.
At least that was my impression, right? And so, in fact, he hit me up and said, hey, I'll be here with a card. If you're interested, let me know. And so we met up today, and we put a deal together.
He showed me that card on Thursday, and I asked him. I said, "How much you want for it?" He's like, "I'm thinking like 26,000."
Yeah.
And I was like, in my mind, I was like, "Oh, should I offer him 15,000 for it?" But he seemed very firm on his price. And then I saw him the night before, and then he was talking about maybe asking for 30,000. So I was like, to me, I was like, "Oh man, I'm out at that point." So I don't know how you managed to talk him down, but I think you got it. The steal deal. Can we see the card?
Yeah. So I actually, and you're like this, you know, when you're going after a big card, you want more than one card in the deal.
Right. Keep bundled, guys. Keep bundled.
I bundled because you're spending a lot of money, and anytime you're spending money, but especially when we're talking about thousands of dollars, you got to hedge. Mm-hmm. Even if you feel like you're getting a good deal, if you can, as long as it works for both parties. And thankfully, the seller also had this card.
Look at that, guys. Blue. Deadpool. Numbered out of 50.
Out of 50.
Okay, already raw card review. What is this? 8.
It's an 8.
An 8. Look at that, guys.
I'm happy with an 8 in these cards, okay?
What do you think this is valued at?
It's about 5,000 raw.
5,000 raw, guys, okay? 5,000 raw. And let me tell you, when we throw out these numbers, people might think it's ridiculous, but if you don't know the Marvel market, then it will seem ridiculous. But trust me, it is not. It is not. These are real numbers.
This video is going to seem ridiculous in 4 weeks when you hear the prices we're talking about today.
Yeah.
That's just what's happening in this market. But this was the card.
Look at this, guys. Is this the card that broke records on Golden?
It is. It was a PSA 9 that sold for $72,000.
Blue?
Blue? No, red.
PSA 9, red. Okay.
Sold for 72.
72,000 on Golden a couple weeks ago, right?
About 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago. This is an SGC 8.5. All right. You guys know me. You saw my cracking video. If I was a gambling man, I would crack this. I'd send it into PSA, and suddenly, if it comes back a 9, it's a $70,000 card or more. If it comes back an 8, it's at least in the ballpark.
We're right where we're at now.
And how much did you get this for?
So I bundled it together and got it for $23,000 for all of it.
$23,000
for all of it.
cash. $23,000 for these two cards, guys. What do you think this value at as a PSA right now?
Well,
as SGC.
A few weeks ago, a PSA 8 sold for $18,000 on eBay, which I think is the wrong place to sell this card. These cards need to be in a high-end auction house where high-end buyers are looking for them. So that's number one. So as an SGC 8, if SGC truly grades more harshly, like the gem rates say, then if this comes back a 9, we really did well. If it comes back an 8, I can sit on it for just a little bit and get my money back. So I'm okay.
Yeah. And if you guys are thinking that these values are ridiculous and this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, this guy owns, can I tell them?
Yeah,
can I tell them? Why don't you tell them? Okay. This guy's the authority on Spider-Man PMGs. Okay. There's no question. To me, he's the authority because he has. Go ahead and tell them what you have.
We'll have the gold 1 of 1 Spider-Man, Precious Metal Gem from 2017. And I have to say, I'm not the authority. I really appreciate it. There are some guys who have insane collections. I just happen to have the one of one. And
he just happens to have the most expensive card, okay, in the whole lot. Which is the Spider-Man that went on Golden for like 114, 100?
132,000 was a blue.
Blue.
2013, same card but blue, numbered to 50. Went for 132, and then the next day, and these were BGS 9s, by the way. A BGS 9 went for 100,000, but once you factor in eBay fees, you're at about 115, 118,000.
Right, for a blue out of 50, and he's got the one of one. So if anybody knows how to value a PMG or even a Spider-Man PMG specifically, it's this man right here. Yeah. So that's a killer deal, dude. I mean, I can't believe he pulled this off. And you know what's crazy, guys? Like I talk about how hot Marvel is. All these people out here are sleeping on this card. Like I'm sure all these people here, at least somebody could have stepped up and got this card in the last 2 days, because I saw it was just floating around, but people were kind of sleeping on the Marvel market, even given all the crazy auction prices that have been happening, just because they don't understand it, guys. They don't understand the market, so it's still very much undervalued in my opinion, and it has a lot of room to grow.
There's opportunities out there, even though prices are climbing. You got to know what to look for. Don't hesitate to ask. I was telling somebody today, you got to have a pal, you got to have a buddy that you can call and talk to, who's been around, who understands what these cards are. So make sure you find that. Don't try to do this isolated on your own. But if you do it, you can actually make some money.
And let me give this preference here. Okay, this is not like a pump and dump situation, guys. Me and him, I mean, we give this information to you guys, but we have very little influence over. We are not causing these record-breaking sales. No. We are not getting the celebrities like Stevie Aoki to buy up all the PMGs. What we're doing is trying to put that information out there to let you guys know, so that if you want to get in on Marvel, you have that information to make the best decisions possible. But this is real stuff, guys. I have no other way to tell you about it. Do not mistake our passion and our excitement, for as a motive for profit or anything like that, guys. This stuff is legit.
So the guy that I bought this card from has only owned it for 3 days. He bought it at a comic book shop for $6,000, and now he has $23,000 in his pocket 3 days later. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about opportunities.
Yes. And that's not to say that you guys should go out and buy all the Marvel stuff. If you guys don't care about Marvel, then who cares, right? Go stay within your lane. Go collect the things that you love. But I know from the chat, a lot of my viewers, they love Marvel. Everybody loves Marvel, and now Marvel is being taken seriously. So now's the time to get in on this if you guys are interested at all.
Yeah, and the cool thing is there's so many more cards than PMGs. This is just a small snippet of what is inside of the Marvel card collecting community. There are other beautiful cards out there, and so if
go down that rabbit hole and have fun with it, guys. But the purpose of this interview is that we just wanted to kind of give you guys an update about what's going on here in Dallas, and I'll speak to there's a lot of things that people are buying, but for me and the experience I've had so far, it's been a crazy 3 days so far, and it's not even over yet. Marvel is definitely the play that I'm most interested in making right now.
Absolutely, same.
Yeah. All right, anything else you want to add?
Now, I always like to encourage everyone to have a marvelous day.
Yeah, and follow him on Instagram. I'll put his Instagram handle below if you guys are not following him already. You also have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, same name, SpideyG09.
Yes, and you do weekly show?
Not a weekly show. I actually did my first live, which was a lot of fun. It's I don't know how you do it, talking to yourself. You're really gifted at it, so I probably sweated through my shirt doing it.
All right.
But we'll do it.
Check that out, guys. We have it in hand. This is incredible. I'll probably never hold another one of these, but this is incredible, guys. Thank you for sharing this with us.
Thanks for letting me.
All right, guys.
Peace.